to another episode of Reloader 2001. Sorry I haven't been posting any videos for a while. I've been busy getting my certifications to become a firearms instructor and a chief rating safety officer. It's kind of been taking up a good bit of my time. But today's topic is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be any reloading or gunsmithing videos. It is about practice and training and how you can save money doing it. Because let's face it, ammunition, it's not cheap. 45 Colt, $30, $40 a box. You know, 9mm, still, you can find it for about $10 a box. Not expensive. And then even some of this other stuff, you know, 41 Magnum, try to find that at a reasonable price. And if you want to train a lot and practice a lot, it can get extremely expensive. But one thing that really helps you become a better shooter is dry fire. But let's face it, picking up a gun and just squeezing the trigger over and over again is really boring. So I do recommend to invest into laser training. This one, if you're patient, on eBay or Amazon, you can find good sales. This one I picked up for like $40. This is just a training gun with a laser. And if you there are several free apps. I'm using iTarget, so there's I think G-Sight, and there might be a few other ones. They're free targeting apps that will track your shots. So all you have to do is pull up, and it will actually track where you shoot on your target. Now, of course, I'm shooting point blank range. But another option are these little laser inserts for into your barrel. So you can take anything that's 9mm up to a 50 caliber. So if you want to shoot your Desert Eagle, but you can't really afford the ammunition to go and shoot it all the time, at least you can get the feel of the gun and know your controls. It's just simply putting this in, making sure it's on. It goes by the sound of your gun. Always make sure your chamber is clear, because for one, firing a gun inside your house is bad. Two, you have a chamber obstruction. And if you've known anything about squibs or anything like that, any kind of obstruction in the barrel can lead to very bad things. So just always make sure they're clear. Even these boxes, these are empty boxes. I don't even have any ammo next to me right now. That's how important it is to keep ammunition completely clear when you are dry fire practicing. Now, the only drawback with this is when you rack the slide, it also activates the laser. But again, it's the same thing. You just dry fire practice. And with these laser systems, if you have a really bad trigger pull, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, it makes a streak or a line. Your goal is to have it just one little pinpoint. Now, the bad part, if you're using a Glock or an M&P, unlike the double action, single action here, once you shoot, you have a dead trigger. And you have to rack the slide every time, which can get annoying. That's part of the reason why I went to this. This is a laser light. It's very similar to a Glock 43, not quite, grips a little thinner, but it gets you about the same trigger pull as a striker fire gun. But it's also extremely good for revolvers, especially if you have an older revolver like this one. Double check we're clear. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Be careful with the older revolvers that have your firing pin on the hammer. You don't want to be dry firing this on an empty chamber. What you want to do is go back to one of my earlier videos about the homemade snap caps. Make snap caps for your cylinder, you know, 5, 6, 8, or however many that your revolver has. If it has one of these older hammers, you really don't want to dry fire them a lot. It can weaken and damage the hammer or the firing pin. And it's best just not to dry fire them with an empty cylinder. Having a snap cap will definitely help protect your firing pin. But again, with these, I don't know if I'll be able to do this very well, but it's a simple adjustment. And you can take even your favorite revolver and dry fire practice, which I don't have a snap cap in here, so I'm not going to let it fall. You can literally practice thousands and thousands of rounds and never spend a single penny in ammo. Like this right here costs about, if you can find it at a good price, about $50 up to about $70. Laser trainer guns like this, they range anywhere. I got lucky and found this one for about $40. They range all the way up to $120. But even one box of ammunition for like this gun right here, about $60. I shoot 50 dummy practice rounds through this, and it's paid for itself. And the more you practice at home, raining out like today, it is pouring down rain. Can't really get out to the range. I can set this up at home, and I can dry fire and practice all I want. That's just one simple tip to help you be a better shooter and to save you money on ammunition costs. So you're not having to spend hundreds of dollars every time you go to the range. You can actually just practice and get good, solid practice with some type of laser system in the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to leave. And anyone in the central Pennsylvania area, as I said earlier, I became a certified and insured firearms instructor. Just look up northd.com. It'll have all my information. If there's any new shooters in your family, yourself want to learn more, go ahead and give me a call, email, and we can schedule an appointment. Thanks a lot. I'll see you.